Today we got unpopular opinions that will piss you off. What's good, YouTube? Yeah, if this is something that interests you, like the video, make sure to watch the video all the way through. It's always somebody who got an opinion, and it just will be the craziest thing. But we need people like that in the world, gang. So make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe. Let's get it.
Her music, they just think she looks good. As a matter of fact, this isn't just for Sabrina Carpenter. Popular opinions that will probably piss you off. At least half of Sabrina Carpenter's audience doesn't care about her music. They just think she looks good. As a matter of fact, this isn't just for Sabrina Carpenter. This is for a good amount of female artists in general. But I'm using her as an example. Now walk with me. Before you say I'm wrong, what's the first thing that you think about when you think of Sabrina Carpenter? As a matter of fact, let me answer that for you. You don't think of espresso, you think of her doing those sex positions on stage. Proved my point exactly. I mean, don't get me.
See, this does not apply to me. You know why? I could care less about Sabrina Carpenter. I don't even listen to her, so that's for all you fiends. Yes, you. I'm talking about you.
You're wrong. Her music is cool. It's alright. It's decent. It's listenable. At the same time, we all know of Sabrina Carpenter because of her crazy antics, not because of her music. Hell, I've probably listened to an Olivia Rodrigo song before I listened to a Sabrina Carpenter one. Again, don't think it's bad, just don't care. And you most likely don't care either. Hell, because most of her audience doesn't really care about her breakups, they just care about her ass cheeks, and they're trying to see those over her getting her heart broken. Game is game, ball is ball. Next one. Number 2, being weird on social media is only cool if you're attractive. Just being honest, I don't like that this is true, but it is true. I'm gonna keep it a bean. For instance, if somebody like Quinn Blackwell wasn't fine as people would think she's a literal psychopath. And the same thing with Ted Bundy. Like, imagine linking with a girl and she had a teeth collection in her drawer. You would think she's insane, right? Now imagine if that girl looked like Ash Cash. Now all of a sudden she's just quirky. My point proven exactly. Next up. Thing number 3, people need to stop being embarrassed so much and just live life. And just because you have a rip in your pants doesn't mean it's the end of the world. People need to be more comfortable with being humans, not.
Let's think about this. Embarrassment is only embarrassing because the person who is embarrassed is embarrassed. Bro, if you didn't care, you wouldn't feel embarrassed. Like for example, I got a Stitch costume. I got it for Halloween, right? I wore it in the TikTok. I didn't care. Like, if I felt embarrassed about it, a lot of people would have been pointing out. Like, the people that would have commented on the video, they would have pointed it out. But since I didn't care, only a few people pointed it out. And even when they did, like when they made fun of it, I didn't care because, for one, I chose to put on the costume, and 2, it's just a costume. I can take it off at any point in time. That's really the thing is, embarrassment is only embarrassing because you care about it. If you don't, it don't matter what other people think. If you don't care, then you don't feel embarrassed.
Robots. Let yourself be a fuck up. And instead of being embarrassed, laugh at it and move on with your life like everybody else does. Like nowadays, people are too scared to dance at a party. Brother, that's the whole point of being here, to dance. I promise you, nobody thinks that you're cooler by standing on the wall trying to aura farm. Live life, Jazz. Get the hose.
Are you a Roblox fanatic? Microsoft Rewards has a brand new way for you to earn digital gift cards from Roblox.
Jazz, the hoes are not impressed. And also, most of the time, nobody really cares about your Instagram flick. So wear what you want and just post what you want. Stop caring about other people. You're not an influencer. You're a human being. Stop trying to act like one. Thing number 4, fist fighting should only be reserved for actual serious conflict. If it's anything besides that, then talk it out like real men. Or like a real woman. Let's be inclusive. Like, if fighting is the first thing you want to do after you get into a disagreement, I'm gonna be honest, you need to grow up. Like, honestly, that just stopped being cool after high school, bro. Like, nobody cares that you want to fight. We're grown adults. Learn to talk out this.
Another opinion I got is pew pew should literally only be for self-defense reasons. People, instead of fighting, they'll just pull the blick out. Gang, we not trying to, this ain't GTA. It's not like, oh, well, let me get, this ain't Call of Duty. It's not like, oh, let me get my KD up real quick. No, gang, it's real life consequences for that. Yeah, so I feel like we need to bring out the fists more, but only for serious situations. And if something more serious, then bringing out the fists. We gotta bring them blicks out. Only for serious situations.
Agreements. The only time you should honestly fight is to defend yourself or defend your family. Besides that, you're doing a little bit too much. Just talk it out like decent human being. Fighting is just pointless. Thing number 5, height doesn't matter unless you're a professional athlete. Unless you're trying to guard LeBron or get massaged like Deshaun, height doesn't really matter in your life. Let's keep it a bit. Yeah, women care about it theoretically, but at the same time, as long as you're masculine, women don't really care about it. They just say they do. I seen a 5'4" guy pull a 6-foot girl the same day he met her, and the only thing he did was just be himself. But also, he had confidence. When you really that, it really doesn't matter how tall you are. Keep that in mind to all of my short niggas out there. Height doesn't matter. Unless you're trying to guard Steph Curry. I'm not gonna lie to you. Next one, I'd rather trust a bad person who's honest about who they are than a quote-unquote good person who lies a lot. Honesty is very...
That is so true, bro. The people who backstab you aren't people that don't like you, because backstabbing only comes from people you trust and deem as good people to be around. The good person gonna lie about who they is, gang. Yeah, they might got some good traits, but it's not to the extent that they be saying. The bad person, they're openly bad. So anything bad they do to you, it's not really betrayal or anything, because you already know they're a bad person, but you're not gonna hang around them like that to get hurt anyway. I promise you, the bad people don't even be doing anything bad to you most of the time. Like, you know, the people that are notorious for doing bad things, they be the people who hurt you the least.
Very valuable, and in my opinion, I'd rather trust a bank robber who's going to tell me he robbed a bank than a financial advisor who steals money from me on the low. At the end of the day, they're both thieves, but at least one admitted. Nobody's perfect, and people try to betray that they're perfect all the time. So don't trust the people who do, and trust the people who are honest about who they are, even if they're not the best person. Because in all reality, nobody's perfect, and the people who try to betray that they're perfect are the real ones that need to be watched at all times. Next up, war is the stupidest thing ever, and instead of innocent men dying for leaders who don't care about them, those same leaders should duke it out to a battle of the death.
I'm telling you, if these government people who got so many problems with themselves, they need a fist death match. Like, no, if you hate somebody that much, you can take them out with no weapons. We gonna let y'all beef, not us, gang. We have nothing to do with that. We just supposed to believe Russia is bad, like all the people in Russia are bad because we don't like Russia. Come on, dude. I don't got nothing against nobody in Russia. Look, I'm scared of them. They hang with bears for fun. No, and they play Russian roulette. Yeah, no. Anybody who will play with their life like that, I got respect for them, actually. Yeah, we gonna let the world leaders beef and duke it out. I know. I'm not finna get blew up, and the other people on that side don't got nothing against us either.
Instead, and I guarantee a lot less wars would happen. Plus, that would be entertaining as fuck. I mean, imagine Trump and the president of China just duking it out for the ones. That would be peak entertainment. You can't tell me otherwise. And I'm totally not bringing that up because of a recent controversy that's happening in the world right now. Stop involving innocent people into your battles. Because I promise you, I have no problem with any other country except ours. And I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me, especially the soldiers that are fighting for your country. So be a man and go fight yourself. Just like back in the medieval days, the kings always led their soldiers to battle. What changed? Next up, I'd rather an all-natural 7 out of 10 than a BBL plastic 10 out of 10. In all honesty, real beauty isn't makeup and lip fillers. It's stretch marks and bad acne.
Okay, people like, I seen a girl like on TikTok say something. Basically a dude was like, "Oh yeah, like I don't like it when my girl wear makeup," or like you saying hypothetically he had a girlfriend wear makeup or weave or wigs or anything that's not naturally hers, and girls in the comments was like, "Bro, you doing too much, pay for it then," or pay, like, you not the one paying for it and blah blah blah. But it's like, gang, girls will put nails on nails, hair on hair, and eyelashes on eyelashes. You have those things already. You just need to buy the stuff to take care of yourself. And if you did that, you would be confident in yourself and you wouldn't feel like you need to wear a wig. Like that, to me, that just don't make any sense.
I want to see you at your best. I want to see you at your lowest because I still find you attractive. And a lot of the times I find you more attractive because I don't want to love an IG baddie. I want to love a real person. And sometimes women don't understand that, but y'all should because it will save y'all a lot of stress. Because I promise you, the beauty standards that y'all try to set on yourselves, y'all are setting on yourselves. A lot of guys just don't care. As long as we can find a good girl who actually loves and cares about us, who we personally find attractive, we're gonna be straight. You don't have to have big titties, big ass, and big lips. I don't care. I guarantee most guys don't care either, especially the man for you. Stop trying to please all of us and please the one that's meant for you. And the only way you can please him is by being yourself. That is what he will like, not Kylie Jenner. Like I said earlier, I guarantee half of the pressure you put on yourself is put on you by other women. And you shouldn't try to please other women by looking good. You want to please yourself or the guy you want. So stop caring. I promise you, women be so jealous of other pretty women. It's so weird. So lock the
Every time you turn around, something is draining our pockets. Lately, it's been Senator Jon Ossoff.
He voted against the working family tax cuts that eliminated taxes on our tips.
Ossoff voted against lowering the cost of your house and your car.
Tell him to stop playing politics with our...
Suit up, pilot. Mecha Break is live. Now on PC with Google Play Games.
Next up, school is just programming for you to be a worker. You go to school from 7 to 3 and you work.
I'm telling you, bro. The thing school need to teach is how to open a high yield saving account, how to pay taxes, how to pay bills, how to buy a house, how to buy a car without having to get a super high interest rate, how to build credit. Like, we go to school and we just sit in the class. Yeah, we might go to different classes and walk around the school and go to different classes, but it literally just teaches you how to study information by like reading it over and over again or writing it over and over again so you can memorize it. But it's like, that's not even realistic because in college, or sometimes college is like that too, but in a real job, they will literally, if they don't know something, they just ask somebody else. It's not possible to know everything. And then another thing is deadlines. Gang, if a business meet a deadline, they just cancel that project or they push it back. Give it an extension. Like, deadlines are stupid too.
Work a job from 9 to 5. Do the math. They want you to be a worker, not a human. Because when you really think about it, half the information we learn in school we don't really need. And they're really just giving us work so they can teach good work ethic. So when we get to our jobs, we're actually grinding. And when we get burnt out, we're used to it because we did it all throughout high school. Plus, outside of elementary school, school doesn't allow you to be creative. And one of the most important things for a human to do is be creative. Creating life is the best feeling in the world. Literally, that's why it feels so good. And creating...
And low key, hold on, I'm cooking. The reason why people say they're not creative, I think it's because of school. Everybody is creative. Now, some people naturally are just like that. Like my brother, that boy is an artist, ain't gonna lie. But other people aren't as creative. And I think school has a big part of that. Because you see the people who skip class or they draw in class or whatever, those be the people who are the best artists or they make good movies or whatever. But the people who study and do their work all the time and blah, 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 it seems like they're less creative. They're creative when it comes to doing their homework, but outside of that, they not really like that. They're not as creative.
Something you're bringing it into this world is one of the best feelings you can ever feel. But school draws you away from that and puts you in an office chair. Quite literally, which is why I just think it's a glorified prison disguised as beneficial. And I'm not just saying that because I'm unemployed. I'm really just saying that because, well, I am unemployed. But I'm unemployed because I chose to be a creator, like I was always meant to be. Which is why a good amount of people hate school because they want to be creators, not workers. But some people are really good at being workers, so they just end up doing that. There's nothing really wrong with that. It's just what you want to do with your life. Plus, you can work a job and still create on the side. I ain't gonna lie. But if you were wondering why you don't like school, it's because you don't like working. At least for somebody else's dream, not yours. Next up, jorts is L fashion. I'm gonna keep it a beam. I will never get jiggy with wearing jeans shorts. I will either wear jeans or shorts. Mixing the two just doesn't work. Especially when they're very long. It kind of just looks like you just dropped in from the 2000s. I get that's the whole point, but at the same time, I'm not really a 2000s type of fashion type of we got. When you really think about it, we're really going back to the 2000 style of fashion. Everyone's wearing baggy shit now. I ain't gonna lie. We're really just flip-flopping at this point because I swear 5 years ago, everybody wanted to wear skinny jeans. Now you get called.
And low-key, hear me out. A skinny fit is better than a baggy fit. Now, the problem is when you get the overly skinny, the overly tight. You can wear a skinny fit that's not tight, and to me that looks better than baggy. I always felt like that, but people were shaming me for wearing skinny jeans, and I just grew out of the jeans I was wearing. But if I could re-up on my clothes, then I feel like I wouldn't get clowned as much. Because people, like, baggy fits are tough. They're cool, right? But people be doing that overly baggy, that overly big. I'm not doing that. That's lame. I feel like a decent baggy pants and a decent, like, not skinny jeans, like, not tight skinny jeans. I'm still picking the skinny over the baggy. That's just how I feel.
Gay if you wear something that slightly hugs your thighs. Like, bro, I remember a time where you got caught homeless for wearing baggy shit. Now it's popular. I ain't gonna lie, this shit crazy. Not hating or judging though, it's just crazy. Next up, anime is the best genre of television right now, and I'm gonna
No cap, anime is by far the best entertainment. Because think about it. I don't know why Naruto is in a Dragon Ball Z outfit, but I only watch Naruto, and I'm rewatching it right now. But it's just you relate to that way more. Naruto is 20 years old, gang, and that's still, people love Naruto still. It don't fall off. Boruto, Two Blue Vortex, we waiting on that, so Naruto is, anime in general really is that boy.
Honest, this is my personal opinion, but this is also kind of facts right now. I don't care about Love Island, I don't care about The Bachelor, and I for damn sure don't care about no freaky ass Too Hot to Handle. All I care about is Solo Leveling, Dan to Dan, and Windbreakers, bro. If you're not watching these 3 anime, you're missing out. Now, I'm not just throwing shots at reality TV. Regular TV, well, it's actually been pretty good, but I just think anime's better. I mean, I can't lie, Abbott Elementary is a cool comfort show. Forever on Netflix was low-key eating, and The Last of Us was good until they this season, I'm not gonna lie. But honestly, anime is just kind of peaking right now, and hopefully it keeps going on this run, because I don't want this to take the age like Michael B. Jordan's secret signature milk. If you can't guess what I'm talking about his name. Last but not least, NBA playoffs is way better than NFL playoffs, but NBA season is far worse than NFL season.
Okay, I'm gonna agree with this just from what I've heard other people say. People don't like watching the NBA during the regular season, but more people be in tune with the NBA playoffs. Like, they don't think the NBA matters until the playoffs, which isn't really true because most of the great all-time players get their stats during the regular season. You literally play more games during the regular season, and the regular season builds up to the playoffs. So it does matter. It's just as important as the playoffs. Or I would say maybe it's slightly less important, but whatever. You can, whatever. But yeah, I agree with this.
And it's not close, I'm not gonna lie. If you need proof for this, just look at this year. Nobody cared about the NBA until the playoffs hit, and now it's the biggest thing.
That's how it's been for like the last 5 years, honestly. Maybe even longer than that.
World right now besides soccer. And in my opinion, NBA is just better than the NFL playoffs. It just is. Because the NFL playoffs isn't bad, but it's just okay. And nobody really cares until it's the Super Bowl anyway, so it's just kind of like whatever. But the NFL season though, see that's peak right there. Partly because of red zone betting, and it's just a vibe. It's just football. Amazing. I honestly feel like this because of how many games are played, but at the same time, it's whatever. If the NBA season was shorter, I feel like low-key it would go band for band for NFL season, but it's just too many games to really care. But for some reason in the playoffs, it's just perfect. It's just the perfect amount of games. I feel like this is the same thing for college football and basketball too. March Madness, yay. Regular season, no. College football season, yay. Postseason, yeah. Besides that, I appreciate y'all for watching.